Hey, what's up everyone? It's Havoc, and super excited today. It's taken me a long time to get to this point in the game, but I'm going to be crafting an Enforcer, and I'm going to be testing it out. So, we'll turn this sucker on. If you don't know where to get the tech replicator on the Extinction map, it's actually at the... I think you can go to any of the boss pedestal things where you put in the artifact or the trophies and stuff to spawn the Titans. But I recommend probably using the King Titan one, which is in the Forbidden Zone. Probably about 10 latitude, 45 longitude, somewhere around there. It's just out in the open, so you don't have to go into a cave with a ton of materials just to build the tech replicator. Also, you can build the Enforcer at any of the terminals around the map. To get the Enforcer blueprints, you simply kill Enforcers inside the city biome, also known as Sanctuary. I think every time you kill an Enforcer, they drop a blueprint. Very early on in this file, this actually dropped. It's level 290, and max level cap for this file is 300, so this is damn near perfect. So I'm hoping that it will withstand some stress, and we're gonna try it out here. So these are all the materials it's gonna take to craft this sucker. So I had to get all this element dust, I ran some element veins. Thanks to Jason Warner, who let me know that that was a thing. A lot better than farming lampposts. So you can see 3,206 crystal, no big deal. 32,000 element dust, kind of a big deal. 4,000 metal ingots, 1,300 oil, and 2,000 polymer. And it looks like, I'm wondering if crafting skill has anything to do with this, so let's just go ahead and build it. Okay, so I guess I don't really know what to do with it. Maybe just go out here and activate it. Oh, there she is. And you know what? I like that name. I'm just going to leave it. Whoa! And that's my understanding that it can climb walls as well, so let's give that a quick test. I think you just hold spacebar. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm not sure if it takes fall damage or not. Doesn't seem to. I do know that you don't heal it with food. You have to have element dust in it. But I'm not going to put anything in it quite yet. So here's its stats. 4,050 health. That's close to nothing. Oh, it can actually carry quite a bit of weight. Melee damage. I think these Enforcers, I think they take 20 or 60% less damage from corrupted dinos, and they also deal extra damage to corrupted dinos. I think it's 40%. Anybody in the comments section or chat can correct me on that. Also in the comments section at the end of the stream, I'll put timestamps in the comment section for points of interest. Like if I end up doing the Purple Supply Drop, that will be in there. Okay, well I'm gonna throw this guy in here. If I can, hopefully. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to find a blue orbital supply drop and just kind of solo it with the Enforcer if I can. If I can't solo a blue orbital supply drop, or even or I might try Mastercraft yellow, then we're gonna have some problems. So I think I might have some extra elemental dust in here, so I'll grab 1,000 to put in its inventory so it can heal up. Alright, so looks like we're all set. Let's go find an orbital supply drop. Oh, and for like any of the mods or anything, I am using some mods like S Plus and Classic Flyers. Not using anything too crazy. Like, I'm not a huge fan of quote-unquote cheating, so if you're interested in any of that, you can find that in the description of this video. max wild dino cap, like I said, is 300, which means at a Purple Orbital Supply Drop... Hey, thanks, Jason. So at a Purple Orbital Supply Drop, enemies can actually get up to level 600 with these settings. And the Enforcer that I have right now, I don't think would last too long at a Purple Orbital Supply Drop. But what I've done is I've actually doubled my Striker Force, all the birds. I've doubled the amount of Argents in it, and I've leveled them quite a bit since the one stream that I did for the Orbital Supply Drop runs. Couldn't do the Purple Orbital Supply Drop, so cranked up my forces, so we'll see how it goes. How you doing tonight, Jason? Dude, I'm super excited to see how this Enforcer works at these Orbital Supply Drops. Hopefully this is a blue or a yellow. I just kind of want to level up the Enforcer, but okay, perfect. I want to level up the Enforcer a little bit before I go to a yellow or red or purple Orbital Supply Drop. So I'm going to grab a few more birds. I'm not going to grab many. I'm probably going to maybe grab... I don't know. I'm going to grab 2 more Argents, and they're just right in here, just so I have some help. Again, I have no idea how good the Enforcer is, so this is going to be a good test. Oh, and one thing to mention about the max Wild Dino level cap, everything is ratioed equally. So if you're playing with standard settings, if you're playing the game vanilla, it's pretty much the same thing, because you know the wild dinos are just a higher level. So I think I'm gonna grab... Okay, so yeah, so here's my force that I've got for the Purple Orbital Supply Drop run. Hopefully this will be enough to do it without losing any of them. So I'm going to grab some of my weaker ones so that they can maybe level. I've named my Argents Stratus 1, Stratus 2, Stratus 3, Stratus 4, and I've got a total of 14 Argents. So that way if one goes missing, it's like, okay, I've got Stratus 3, 4, and 6, and so on, but no 5. So that way I know exactly which one I'm missing. Alright, so these are my lower level Argents. 14... because he's one of the most recent Argents. We'll grab 12, and I don't know, 13, and that should be good. I would hope that I wouldn't need too much help with a blue Orbital Supply Drop with a level 290 Enforcer, but you never know. If worse comes to worse, what I did bring is an Ascendant Shotgun and an Ascendant Assault Rifle, so I can hop off the Enforcer and pick it up with the cryopod, and then make my escape, if need be. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Alright, where was that? Right over there. Okay. I did get an Ascendant. I have a whole set of Ascendant hazmat gear, but I only wear the Ascendant chest piece. The rest is riot gear. So I've got one hazmat, and then the rest is riot. So I should be able to take a bunch of damage if I do need to hop off the Enforcer. Or, I don't know if this is a thing, but I don't know if Raptors can knock me off the Enforcer. I'm going to imagine that they can. So I got a shotgun ready for that. Okay, I'm gonna try not to spawn the Orbital Supply Drop quite yet. I'm gonna clear out this area a little bit, and then I'll drop the Enforcer, and then we'll get to it. Alright, make sure that we're safe here. And it appears so. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, get the shotgun out. That's ready to go. Get the birds following me. Put them on aggressive. Alright. Okay, so it's got... Whoa. Ah, I see. Interesting. So when I teleported, it used one of those 5 bars. Now it's recharging. I'm gonna try Corrupted Raptors don't dismount you. Okay, thanks, Jason. That's good to know. That makes me feel a lot more safe. Alright, he's already leveled. I think I'm just gonna crank up his health a ton. And then we'll see how much damage these corrupted dinos do to him. And then if he can take a good amount of hits, then I'll start cranking up his melee. I'm not a huge fan of these shields, I just want to get rid of it. $571 damage, it's not a ton. Normal raptors do knock you off. Interesting. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to take this to a Purple Supply, Orbital Supply Drop, because I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna play with it for a little bit. First couple of rounds always suck for these supply drops. I'm gonna hop on a bird. Okay, well, I guess that's it for that round. Alright. I might have to get a few more of these, but man, they're expensive to make. They do hit really fast, though, so I guess that makes up for the somewhat low amount of damage that I'm seeing. Alright, you know what? I'm going to put these birds onto passive, actually, and set them down. I don't think I really need them here. I hear him attacking the shield somewhere. There he is. Well, so far, I think that I feel pretty confident taking the Enforcer into a yellow Orbital Supply Drop. Not that this is a good representation of a challenge, but the difference between blue and yellow is pretty big as far as amount of dinos involved. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put element dust inside of there. Yeah, next, if I can't find a yellow Orbital Supply Drop to do next, then hopefully there will at least be a red, and then I'll grab more Argents and stuff, and have my Enforcer be a part of that as well. But I'll just have more birds to help out with that battle. Okay, I'm gonna set my Enforcer down, put them on neutral. And I'm gonna take my birds. Oh. Or a bird, and try to find which one is lollygagging. Sometimes they get stuck behind these ledges. Kind of a pain. Yeah, there he is. Okay, hopefully that was it. Yeah, alright. Hop back on the Enforcer. Keep leveling him up. Get him ready for a larger challenge. Yeah, this is a good warm-up. You know, I just kind of wanted to make sure to give him some levels. At least a few, before we get into anything too crazy. It was just so expensive to make that I'd feel pretty shitty if I lost him super quick. Alright, bunch of Terras. Can't really do much about that on an Enforcer. I'll just go take care of that real quick. There we go. Here's some stuff to kill. Nice. Yeah, you know, it's the DPS on this thing that's actually pretty nice. Like, when I first saw how much damage it was doing, I was a little disappointed. But just based on how quickly you can attack. Yeah. It'd be nice to get him up to, I don't know, around maybe 15,000 health, maybe 20, if possible. Alright, who are we missing?
The destruction of life.
Alright, let's hop on a bird and see who's straggling. Probably behind this cliff right here. Somewhere, maybe not. Alright, let's just take a look and see how many we're missing. Probably one. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I'll feel confident enough to bring the Enforcer to a yellow supply drop next. Give that a shot. Okay. This is what's nice about having the birds, is when you set them on to... Oh. Never mind. That corrupted dino, wherever it was, probably got in a fight with another dino somewhere else. he would run away. I'll have to get used to the jump on this thing. Where are ya? There we are. Alright, and I did see the Stago coming from the... I don't know, what is that? The east? Oh yeah, I like that a lot. I feel like I should name this guy Reaper. He seems like a Reaper to me. Oh, where you going? Don't get lost. Nice. I'm gonna put these guys on passive. I don't think it's a blue supply drop, so. Whoa! Okay, so if you hold it. Wow, thanks, Jason. I didn't know that. So you can actually aim where you want to teleport. Wow. That's pretty sick. Oh, what? What do I have going on? No! There we go. I should have known better to set him on neutral. They've got plenty of health. They can take some hits. And I'm like one-shotting all those things. All the smaller dinos like raptors and dilos. Hey Jason, do you know if you go through, because the Enforcer doesn't actually use food, he uses elemental dust. Does using the teleportation make the Enforcer go through elemental dust quicker? Or element dust? Okay. Easy day. Alright, I think it's about time to hop on an Argent and see who's lost. Probably missing one or two. Two hostiles remaining. Okay. Yeah, usually I check behind this little outcrop first. It seems like they like to get stuck back here. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we're missing one more. Oh, nice. Yo, what's up, okay? How you doing? Long time no see. Just testing out the Enforcer. I'm on the fence of being impressed with it or not yet. I haven't really gotten to see... I mean, he's taken some damage. Or no, he hasn't. It's just because I've been leveling up his health. I haven't really gotten to see how much damage the Enforcer can take yet. Oh. Yeah, blue's pretty easy. Alright, how many are we missing here? 6. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring a Reaper. I'm naming him Reaper, because he just looks like a Reaper, and he kind of acts like one. I'm going to bring him to a yellow next, if I can. If there's no yellow, then I'll bring him to a red. But then I'll have to grab more Argents. Okay, I am just gonna hop on an Argent and finish off this round. And this is the last round. Then we can move on to bigger and better things. I'm excited to use my huge, I don't know what you would call it, all my birds on a Purple Orbital Supply Drop tonight, if I can find one. Which I should be able to. Alright, well, it looks like that might be one. Oh, there it is. Alright, how many do we have left? 2 hostiles remaining. I'm actually at that point in the game where I don't even know if I'd get anything useful from a blue orbital supply drop. But I was able to level up the Enforcer's health quite a bit. I see leveling up the health as investment points, protecting my investment. It took quite a few element veins to clear to be able to afford that Enforcer. Like, I'm not impressed with its stats, but the advantages that it has against the Corrupted may or may not be critical towards my judgment of the Enforcer. Alright. Where in the F? Okay. Yeah, for sure. I actually have a track that I made named Reaper. Sometimes you can hear it playing in the background of my videos. It's the one where you hear, I am the Reaper, and then it goes into the whole spiel. No, I don't want any of that. I'll take that. What else we got here? Polymer's always good. Can't get enough polymer. Yeah, I'm good on all this shit. I'm just gonna... Or excuse me, stuff. What is that? Okay, let's move on. Let's get this guy. Make sure to get the element dust out of him. Don't want to lose that. Okay. What's the benefit of using a whip, Jason, with the Enforcer? What's going on here? There we go. Alright, let's see what other orbital supply drops or element veins that we can find. Oh, excuse me. I don't see any on this side of the map. Okay, so they must be on the other side. Yeah, you know, I've seen YouTube videos where people are always using the whip, but I've never really, like, thought of a use for it. I'm picking up loot, pick up one shot. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. You're always teaching me new stuff, Jason. Thank you. Yeah, so I always hit K when I'm flying, so I know not to unrender my birds so they don't get stuck way back in the middle of nowhere. Ah, okay. Alright, so we'll set these birds down, we'll hop on a Terra, and locate another orbital supply drop real quick. OSD means over scratching disorder. It causes blood loss. Nice. Alright, where are all the OBSs at? There's one. I don't think I've ever done an orbital supply drop over here before. Let's go take a look and see what the difficulty is. Well, here's an element vein. Looks like a low level one. Maybe 10,000 health. Yeah, that's a 10,000 health element node or element vein, whatever you want to call it. I'm going, I'm looking more for like a yellow difficulty. I don't know. Looks. I'm suspicious that it might be purple. Oh, it is purple. Oh my god. Okay. Well, it's not gonna last forever. I'm gonna grab my whole crew. I'm not gonna deploy my Enforcer though, so if you're here just to see the Enforcer, then I'm sorry. I'll leave timestamps in the comments section so you can skip to the Enforcer parts, but I'd really like to get this purple supply drop. That'd be sweet. I'm gonna lose a bird, I just know it. if I do lose a bird, I hope it's Terra. Because the Argent saddles cost me a ton of materials to make. Terra saddles did too. And just for reference, like, all my birds do have Ascendant saddles on them. So you can imagine how long it took me to make saddles for all these guys. Alright, so I want to get everybody except for the Snow Owl and the Doedicarus. Alright. Alright, just give me 1 second here. This could be disastrous. Like, this could end my night if I'm not actually prepared for it. Alright, well, let's go see what happens. Yeah, I wanted to level up my Enforcer a bit so I could drop the Enforcer into the fray. But, I highly doubt the Enforcer would last with this type of difficulty, so we'll see what happens. Does the stream look okay, you guys? Audio, video, all good? I have a, I'm seeing your chats over here on my left. I got a computer set up right here, and I can kind of see the stream. I got the stream, or this computer hooked up to my phone, so it doesn't take up any of my bandwidth from my desktop. But, like, I don't know if it's an accurate representation. I always like to check with you guys. If I'm riding them, you will last. I don't know, man. That's pretty sketch. Ugh. That'd be such a huge loss. Okay, I'll try it. I'll do it. That seems like... Well, no, you know what? That seems like a really bad idea for a purple drop. Because I don't know if my birds are smart enough to not chase a wyvern off and leave me alone at the supply drop getting ganged up on. I was going to say something much worse, but some of these videos, like, I don't know. Maybe like 1 in 3, I try not to swear or say anything vulgar because at some point I'd like to monetize, and if all my videos are age restricted, I don't think they'd ever let me do it. Oh, alright, later, okay. Have a good night, man. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Except for a ton of time. I suppose I always have the option to pull out, but, that's what she said. Yeah, so this would be my first time ever completing a purple supply drop. Wow, a wyvern on the first round? Get the F out of here. Oh, they're just gonna go right through, huh? That's cool. Well, that wasn't so bad. I think it's all the Argents that I bred for this. And that was only the first round, so we'll see what happens. I'm just going to try to keep them all close to the supply drop. It's like either you can bring them and confront early, or you could just stay at the supply drop and meet them all kind of at the same time. I'm going to put these birds on passive and I'm going to get them back down here. This is so friggin' ridiculous. There, level 488 Wyvern. Oh my god. Yeah, Jason, I worked really hard on this, what I call a strike team. Like I said, they all have ascendant saddles, and I spent a lot of time going to the lower level orbital supply drops. You know, the yellows and the reds, to get them prepared for this. But man, this is already taken, well, it's only taken about 11,000. 10,500 damage. I can't see. You can end after wave 7. Like, just fly off, Jason? Or, like, does this go indefinitely? Alright, none of my birds look bloody from what I could see right there. I don't know, man. I think my Enforcer would be done. Maybe once I level the Enforcer a bit. Really? I didn't know that, Jason. Like, how do you end it then? Do you, like, get an option to call in another wave? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm guessing by N7 or round 7, my team will have had enough. Okay, so go up to it and click end, and then one more round will come after that. Man, I need stamina really bad. Shit. Where are the wyverns at? There's one. There's two. Alright, I'm gonna whistle him passive and bring him back down here. Level 466, wyvern. Man, they're probably just kicking the crap out of the supply drop while I'm up here messing around with this thing. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to protect it all the way, Jason. It might get destroyed by then, but you know what? At least my strike team will have gotten a ton of levels. I'll be better prepared for next time. Wow. That was only wave 3. Huh. Okay. We're missing... Oh. I'm guessing that's the guy right there. Good. Yeah. Dude, this thing is gonna get destroyed by the time the 7th wave comes. Yeah, you know what? I might just do one more round and then book her. And then work on the Enforcer some more. Yeah, I feel bad because I advertised this stream as like an Enforcer thing, and then I came across this Purple Supply Drop and wanted to try it. Yeah, no, you know, I could probably last a few more rounds before the Orbital Supply Drop gets destroyed. But I got a feeling that my dinos are going to start dying. Or my birds, they're not dinos. But... yeah, I saw the health of some of my birds, and they're some of them are below half health. Yeah, there goes one Pteranodon, which is okay. I just don't want to lose any Argents. But that, you know, it's got an Ascendant Saddle on it, which, that sucks to lose. Oh my god. I think the last Pteranodon I lost was killed by a Stegosaur as well. Not a Reaper King, not a Rex, not a Wyvern, but a flippin' Stegosaur. Alright, yeah, I'm getting out of here. This is crazy. Well, I lost one bird, but I bet you the rest of my strike team got a ton of levels. So, I mean, it wasn't all a loss. And now I'll be better prepared even than this time for the next time I try Purple Supply drop. Yeah, well, you know, it's just such a mess that it's hard to single out a specific enemy in that swarm, you know? Usually what I just try to do is I try to keep the birds by the supply drop, and then I usually try to go after the wyverns by myself. Because I can, you know, with a Pteranodon, you can kill a wyvern pretty easily, just stay behind them. So that's my main focus, at least. But now we can get back to the Enforcer and leveling up the Enforcer and testing him out some more. Yeah, Pteranodons just don't have enough health for fights like that. I've been keeping an eye out for another super high level Rex, because I've got so the max wild dino cap again is 300 on this, but I found a level 360 tech Rex. And then I think that's a male. So I've been keeping an eye out for like you know, above level 300 female for him to breed with, and then I can pump that full of health and damage, and I think that would help a lot for those fights. That way I'm not just relying on my birds the whole time. Or depending on how good the Enforcer turns out to be, like maybe I'll just invest in creating a bunch of those, but they're still kind of unproven. I haven't really gotten to test them out too much yet, so. Alright, let's get these guys down and take a look at their health. See how much damage was incurred. I'm sure the ones that are still alive have all leveled a nice amount. Oh shit. There. Well, that one only leveled 1. Alright, so the Argents are still holding up pretty well. I mean, really. This is my cargo Argent. I always keep one Argent that I just boost their speed a ton. Speed and weight. I don't really put any points into melee damage for the cargo Argent. Okay. Yeah, so I just need more Argents. The Pteranodons are just not good enough for the Purple Orbital Supply Drop. Okay, so let's... Where's my Havoc Stratus? Okay. Well, I think I'll go down to that Element Vein and just try to solo it with the Enforcer. Oh, yeah, Jason, that's actually... okay, so what Jason said, for people who are just watching, maybe the recording later on, he said, the building to the left of Drop is Implant Building. That's where I find my Rexes. And yes, that's actually where I found my level 360 Tech Rex, which is far above the max level cap. Okay, so let's try to solo this sucker with an Enforcer. It's certainly not one of the harder veins, but we'll test it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna pump the Enforcer with as much health as I can. Aw, man. I should have killed this before I got into the Enforcer. Oh well. There. Oh. I haven't tried the tail attack out yet on anything. Oh, you got a level 185 Wyvern Egg? You're playing Ragnarok, aren't you, Jason? I was kind of bummed out when I found out that you couldn't get Wyvern Eggs on this map. But, I mean, the Wyverns kind of break the game. Especially the electrical Wyverns. Oh. Yeah, let's just get a huge gaggle of these. And then bring it to the Orbital Supply Drop, the purple one. Yeah, everybody's least favorite Wyvern, it seems, on Ragnarok is the Poison Wyvern. Yeah, so that raptor did just try to knock me off the mount, but he couldn't. That's pretty nice. I'll get some pretty nice levels here. Jason, do you know if... Oh, Jason says melts. Yeah, they definitely do. Do you know if the Snow Owl heals the Enforcer? I would hope that it does, but I guess it could kind of make sense if it couldn't. I'll just throw that in a moving speed. Okay, I might have to hop on my bird and locate that last one or two. Where are you hiding? Ah, of course. Suppose I could just bring the Enforcer down here next time, since the Enforcer can climb walls. Okay, so the Snow Owl can heal the Enforcer. That's good. I think he's gonna need to be healed after this. Really, he hasn't taken that much damage. He just took damage from that friggin' Dire Bear before this even started. And then I've been leveling his health a bunch. So it looks like he's lost a bunch of health, but really he's gained a lot of maximum health. Wow, just wrecking them. Oh yeah, I actually, okay, so Jason says he uses the snow owl for their thermal vision. I actually, that came in real handy to help find an Achatina. Like, I think I've got like 10 Achatina, and most of them I got using the thermal vision with the snow owl. Also pretty nice finding dung beetles too, I would imagine. Just those small dinos that hide in the foliage. Oh, I don't know if you can attack while you're teleporting, Jason. Like, I think I... Oh. Alright, you know what? There. Takes care of that. How much health you got left? He's getting pretty low on health. I might have to pull out. And, that's what she said. And, heal the... heal my Enforcer and find a new Orbital Supply Drop or something. Yeah, you know, they're kind of like raptors as far as their health and stuff goes. Yeah, I have to. I didn't spend 35,000 element dust and a ton of other stuff to lose the Enforcer like this. Needlessly. Oh my goodness. Okay, I thought I just froze out. Yeah, I don't need to keep any of this stuff. Okay. Let's go. Bullets. How do you know my weakness? What movie is that from? Oh, wasn't that from, God, what was that super corny movie? Ollie G? I think that came out in, like, the early 2000s. Yeah. I just got the failure music. Alright, Snow Owl, I need your help. Shouldn't take too long to heal him up. He doesn't have a whole lot of health. Oh, you out of here, Jason? Alright, man. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. It's always nice of you to come and hang out with me during these live streams, so you have a good night, man. Alright, let's see how much health that recovered. Probably, I don't know. That might have been like a 5th or a 6th. But, I mean, when I first built this Enforcer, it was a level 290 blueprint, and it came out with like 4,000 health, and he took damage back then, and he hasn't really had a chance to heal, so I'm not surprised he's this low on health, and I don't suspect that we'll get this low on health again, maybe for the next while, so... Okay, now he's up to half, so maybe another Maybe another 2 healing sessions from the Snow Owl. Should be good to go. Yeah, and for anybody who's new to these live streams, I stream every Monday through Saturday. 6 days a week, 6 p.m. every night. I try to hit it every night at 6 p.m. You know, I'm trying to be really consistent with it. But every once in a while, my wife will want to go out to eat or something, and with her friends, and I tag along, not by choice. And then I'll repost the time that I plan to start. But I will play that night. I will just get a later start. And the streams are 2.5 hours every night. So, and I'll actually stream more than that too. Like if I'm just bored, or if I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and can't go back to sleep, I'll start streaming. So Monday and Tuesdays are ARK, and then Wednesday, Thursday are my solo Borderlands 2 live streams. And then Friday and Saturday, I play co-op with my friend from the Navy. We're both Navy vets. And so we team up on the weekends and play Borderlands 2. We're just kind of amped for... Alright, let's see where this guy's health is. We're amped for the idea, at least, of Borderlands 3. But another one of my friends from the Navy, he's a vet as well. He picked up the Anthem bundle thing, where you can give out so many copies to your friends, and he gave me a copy. So I'll be playing Anthem coming up here pretty soon. So that will cut into the Borderlands streams, obviously. 5 days a week of Borderlands, or 4 days a week of Borderlands is maybe a little too much. So I'll probably swap out 2 of those days for Anthem live streams. Maybe even more, we'll see. But hopefully BioWare doesn't let us down with those facial graphics. They have yet to master that. I don't think that they should get advice from Bethesda. Okay, who are we gonna take? We'll take Havoc, my Stratus again. And I see Orbital Supply Drops falling. Alright, let's pick this guy up and go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? I always love it when supply drop fall. Oh, those are meteors. Come on, game, hook me up with a close supply drop. No, just saying thanks. Oh, okay. Jason, do you know if you can get hit by those meteors? Like, what happens if you're flying around and a meteor, like, does it just go through you? Do you know? Or do you actually... Is it, like, instant death? And then I have the same question about supply drops. Like, what if an orbital supply drop, like, crashes into you, either while you're flying or riding a land creature? I would test it out, but... Then I'd have to go through figuring out where everything hits. And I don't got time for that. Alright, here's one. Please be yellow. I think I could solo yellow supply drop with Solo Enforcer. So that would be fun. If you take a direct hit, both you and your bird dies? Dude, are you serious? That is absolutely terrifying. I just thought it would be no big deal. I just thought it would, like, go through you or something. Oh my god. Okay, what do we got here? Is it yellow? Is it yellow? It is. Look at that. The ARK gods have smiled upon me. Okay, let's do this. Or at least let's try to do this. Shotgun out. And then I think I'll actually turn him onto aggressive. I should have checked to see how much health he's got. Well, he doesn't look bloody, so he's probably still good after the Purple Orbital Supply Drop fight. It'd be really nice if you could build a saddle for the Enforcer, just to have that extra armor, because I don't know. It's just such a hefty price to pay to build one of these things. I feel that you should be able to protect it a little bit. Oh, you stay in the city during the storm? Yeah, or probably one of the domes, Desert or Snow Dome, would probably be pretty safe too. I think I will now from now on, since I'm now aware that's instant death. Oh man, thank you so much for telling me that. I'd be so pissed, dude. Could you imagine if I had all my birds like flying in that tight group, and a meteor just comes down, like, kills all of them? I would rage quit immediately. Because not only did I have to find, like, the best Argents I could to breed them, I then bred them, and then I went way out of my way to find Ascendant Saddle Blueprint. Then I had to go get all the materials to build all the Ascendant Saddles, just for a meteor to come down and to just destroy everything. I would not be amused whatsoever. I bet you that's one of them right there. Let my Argent take care of that. Suppose I should probably put this element dust inside of it. Oh, Argent, you stole my kill. Oh. Hopefully the Thylacolios can't knock me off. Alright, let's get in there. Okay. Argent's going on passive. I'm gonna make him land. Getting a little bit in my way. Ooh, killing spree. Yes. Kill. What's up, Icarus? Can you test how much hose you get when you kill a corrupted dino? Sorry, not hose, but hide. Yeah, I don't think you get too many hose. Yeah, okay, we'll test it. Well, here's Pteranodon. 15 hide there. And my melee damage is at 420, man. I'm gonna keep putting points into his health, though. Alright, let's, with a Carno, you get 18. Oh, so that was another 14. Yeah, so it doesn't look like you get a whole lot of, you don't get a whole lot of hide Icarus, or at least not from the corrupted dinos. With the Enforcer. Okay, I gotta go find, oh, there he is. Oh! Almost got him that time. Die! Oh! Alright, enough of this. Come here. Take care of that for me. Oh. Oh man, this Pteranodon is hardcore. There. Yeah, no problem, Icarus. I use tech, you with those. You used to tech me with the OSD shields. Yeah, sometimes on the lower OSD levels, I'll actually just destroy the shield. Because I find that they're kind of bothersome. Like, I'd almost rather just have the dinos centralize at the beacon. That way, they're just easier to locate and kill. Speaking of which, I am missing one hostile. Okay. Oh, well, there he is. Okay, next round. Shotgun for flyers, yeah. I forgot. Usually I don't carry guns around, but I decided to carry guns around for this live stream in case raptors could knock me off the Enforcer, which, like you said, the corrupted raptors cannot. Yeah, so next time I run across that, I'll just shoot it. Yeah, so this Enforcer I still haven't put any points into his damage yet, so keep that in mind. I've just put points into his health. Yeah, so he's doing some work. He is still taking a bit of some damage. Okay, so no knockback from the trikes, and I am over encumbered. I don't need any of this. Well, I'll take that, and I'll take the element dust, and then I'll just drop everything else. There. Tech shield next to OSD. Yeah, and then I think, I don't know if I'll be able to do it on Wednesday for the next ARK live stream, but I would like to do a mech version of this. Oh. Alright, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun here. Alright. Why am I all confused? Okay. Alright, you know what? I think it's time to pick him up. I hate to do it, but I don't think he can last many more rounds. Slowly but surely, though, I'm getting him more and more health. What the hell? Oh! Oh my god! No! Help me, Argent. Jeez. Okay, I think I've had enough fun. I'm gonna go bring my Enforcer back and heal him up, and then get ready for the next round. Alright, and I actually need shitting, so I'm gonna harvest those guys. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Need some food. Yeah, so I don't know if this one Enforcer is going to cut it. Does anybody in chat know if there's anything you can put in the Enforcer's saddle slot or costume slot for like extra armor? Because I don't think he has a saddle. I don't think you can equip an Enforcer with a saddle. And the Enforcer can't take a ton of damage. Well, at least not yet. I will end up boosting his melee damage too. So, you know, once I can kill enemies quicker, that will save health as well. But I mean, yeah. And this was just off of a yellow supply drop. What, I make it to round 5? Or round 4? Oh, here we go. Alright, so yeah, that was a pretty big upgrade in health. I think what I'll do is I'll get him to 20,000 health, and then I'll start pumping up his melee damage. And then hopefully he'll be beasted out. No saddle. Yeah, that is a bummer. That's a huge bummer. Where are the modders at? Alright, yeah, so this is going to take a few healing sessions. Yeah, I didn't want to do a blue supply drop again because that was too easy. And then yellow seemed a little bit too hard. But I got a bunch of levels for the Enforcer. I think I could do yellow now, solo with the Enforcer. Which is actually kind of impressive, to be honest. You know, and then if you had, I don't know, I think 5 would be a good number of Enforcers to have, but you get the problem with the cryopods where, you know, you throw out too many too quickly and they get cryo sickness. And that would be no good. Yeah, Jason, as you were writing that, I was saying the same thing. Because I think there was about, I don't know, a 20-second lag between me saying something and you hearing it on your end. I'm in the future. Or maybe you guys are just in the past. Or maybe it's just an encoding delay that I purposely set up so the stream would look like higher quality. Okay, so we're about halfway there. So maybe two more healing sessions, 3 at max, and then we'll find another challenge. Anybody in chat have any luck with finding Quetzals on this map? I've found only 1 Quetzal on this map. It's not like I've been looking for them, you know, aggressively, but I have gone out looking for them, and I've only found 1. It was a level 30, and it was right above the Forbidden Zone, so even if I did manage to trank it out, it would fall to its death anyway, so... Time warp, yeah. What's up, Shark? How you doing? Do you prefer just Shark? Or maybe MLG? I don't like to get people's names wrong. Alright, where are we at here? I'll just get them up to max. So that way we can hopefully complete a yellow supply drop. Or element vein. An equivalent of a yellow vein. Okay, we should be good. Let's go. MLG Shark, acknowledged. Alright, let's go find a kill zone. So far, I've only been able to really solo a blue with a single Enforcer, so I think I can get up to yellow, though. I'm not seeing any... Well, okay. There's an element vein. We can do that. That looks like 15,000 health one. Maybe 20. I don't know. 25,000. Okay. So this is probably a pretty close equivalent to yellow Orbital Supply Drop, if I were to guess. Yeah, so obviously I'm not going for preserving the element spires. I'm just in it for the kills right here. Holy cow. Huh. There we go. Oh, it's almost level 300. I think I'm going to start putting some points into its melee damage. Because really, that's going to help me preserve health in the long run as well. Not in it for the elements. Have you lost your mind? Jason. Well, you know, that's the kind of stuff that I usually take care of when I'm not live streaming. I guess the main purpose of this live stream is just to kind of show off the Enforcer. Or if not show it off, at least just see what's about. Yeah, that teleport function comes in real handy for getting from point A to point B real quick. Like that. Alright, so... yeah. Let's get that DPS up. Oh, okay, so you can't actually teleport through things. Alright, sounds good, MLG Shark. I hear one hitting. Okay, there. There he is. Well, that should take care of this round, I would imagine. Two hostiles remaining. I think it's about time to hop on the Argent and find them. Okay. Nice. That was weird, those raptors were just sitting there. Yeah, so the Enforcer's gotten quite a bit better since I've leveled it a little bit. I've only put points into its health for the most part. Now I'm finally starting to put points into its melee damage. I should turn harvesting off. Yeah. Before the next battle, I'm going to turn harvesting off. What are we looking at here? 3 hostiles remaining. I don't hear or see any of the spires getting attacked. Oh, really? Just gonna chill up there. There. Well, I have no idea where my Argent went. I do have the Dino Tracker mod, so I should be able to use that to find him pretty quickly. One thing about the Enforcer is that it's kind of clunky. Like, it kind of snags on things pretty easily. Which doesn't make it ideal for these element veins. Yeah, I think the birds are the way to go for element veins. If you were to ask for my opinion. Oh, holy shit. I'm out of stamina. I might have to put a couple points in stamina. How much stamina do you get? So I got about 300 for 1 point put in the stamina. Jason says Enforcers are great for meat runs. Yeah. Yeah, plenty of meat. I need to empty this stuff out, though. I don't think I need any of this. Could always use hide, but that's okay. I still plan on doing a few more challenges after this one and leveling up the Enforcer some more. Okay, so I'm going to take a risk here and bring up the Dino Tracker mod. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Dino Tracker mod, but it's something that you can build and you put on your gauntlets and then you hit F5. And I'll show it here to you, but what might happen is we might get stuck with the Dino Tracker screen up, in which case I'll have to restart the game. but it's been working pretty well lately. So I think the person who created the mod might have fixed it. So, okay, so F5 to bring it up. So right here it says show wild dinos around me, and this will show you all the wild dinos that are around you. Oh, okay, nice, it went away. So it's working correctly. Or you could find tribe dinos, which is what I want to do, and it goes in alphabetical order by dino. So I'm looking for Havoc Stratus. So I'm going to hit find, and it's going to have an arrow, and it's pointing up there. Oh, what's it doing up there? Hopefully I can whistle it down from there. Ah. You bunghole. Make sure that's on passive now. Yeah, Jason, I did just put the element Dustin the Enforcer. That was, I'd forgotten to do that before the fight started. Okay. There. Alright, we gotta go find... Never mind. What wave is this? This is wave 4 out of 5? Okay. Yeah, so when you're fighting things that can do stomp damage, it's seems like a good idea to keep jumping while you attack them, so you don't take as much damage from the stomping. Oh. Alright, my Enforcer's finally starting to get pretty serious. Okay, I think it might be Argent time. But you know what? They've been liking to get stuck up here for some reason. Might as well check. There's one. Alright. Four hostiles remaining. Let's go find them. There's two. Aha. Three. There's one more somewhere. It would have been nice if you didn't have to go and run around and look for them. I guess it adds an Easter egg element of fun to these. Maybe it's stuck around the bend here. No. What in the F? Oh, that thing's alive? Oh, come on. Of course. Wah, wah, wah. Alright. I thought that was 4. The game is just messing with me now. Alright, well, I guess there's no other choice but to search for it. Every time I fly past this structure, I always think how cool it might be of a place to kind of build. There's actually a place like way over that way that has a nice like enclosure that I've been eyeballing. But, you know, well, there we go. But then you'd have to wear a hazmat suit just to stay at home. Jason says, when I get my laptop up, I wouldn't mind checking out the server. Oh, for sure. Well, this is actually not on a server. This is just on a solo file. Just for me to experiment and play with. I actually just got done with that bad experience with Craft and Survive. So, the only way I will start a new server is if I can get enough people who would want to, I should say enough subscribers who would want to actually join it. And then I would need someone that I could trust to help manage it in case I'm not available to do mod updates or just take care of the server in general. Okay. There were those lollygaggers who always end up just chilling up here. Oh! Climbing glitch. Let's put another point into health. I would really like to get the Enforcer up to 25 now before I start putting more points into melee damage. And just kind of ladder it up, you know. Health came first, then melee damage. And then once the melee damage has gotten to pretty decent, like right now, go back to leveling up health and melee damage and just kind of scale back and forth. And hopefully at some point wind up with a super crazy Enforcer. That'd be the idea anyway. Where are they hiding? we go. Oh, Legions, I'm your third favorite streamer? What the hell, man? What the hell? That's okay. That's actually quite a compliment. Thank you. I do appreciate that, actually. I will strive to do better every time. I actually really don't like collecting all these. Like, if I were playing this with my brother, this would be his job. I'd be like, dude, okay, I'm gonna go in and kill everything, and then you can just go collect all the crap after I'm done. Actually, the very first time my brother played this with me, I put him in charge of picking up the Phiomia poop. I told him, dude, okay, this is super important. In order for us to have a garden, in order for us to build enough narcotic for what we need, and a bunch of other things, I really need you to sit here and wait for the Phiomia to poop. I didn't actually tell him you could force feed him stimberries. And it was mean. It didn't last very long, but he's a good sport about it. I was thinking that'd be messed up to do on like a real server, like for a mega tribe. Like that'd be kind of like a hazing ritual thing. Legion says, nah, look at RG flying speed. Legion, oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, these aren't vanilla settings. I've got all the changes in the description of the video. Yeah, well, I used to play vanilla, and I had a lot of fun with it, you know. But I do like how the mods and some of the code changes speeds up the game a little bit. Like, I really don't like doing things to make a game easier, because I like the difficulty of a game. But, like, with the vanilla settings, it just takes so freaking long to do anything. So I did boost up some of the settings for this file. But not by much. My flyer is such a high level. And I know I've gone over this, but for anybody who might be new in chat, like when you have the level of dinos that I do, it's just because the wild dino level is higher. It's not like my tame dinos are super high and then the wild dinos are super low. They scale together. So like the max level of wild dino is actually 600. And that's what I'll run into with the purple nodes, and in the caves are level 600 enemies. Which really is nothing to scoff at, you know. So it does add some challenges, but it also takes away some challenges. But like, I really spent a lot of time getting the settings just perfect, so it didn't feel like I was cheating. But it just made the game more playable, I guess. House of Realtor business. Yeah, you know, yeah, and that was another reason, you know, like, in real estate, when you can get clients, you take them. If you feel like you can get along with them. But usually you do your best to take as many clients on as you can, that you feel capable of what you can do. And vanilla settings on ARK is like a full-time job. Like, if you ever want to make any progress. So, okay, let's continue on here. God, element dust is so heavy. I might just refine it right now. Yeah, I might as well. What is it? There it is. Oh, at least make it lighter. next thing I want to build is a mech. I've actually got a level 280 mech. I'm actually kind of backing out of real estate a little bit. Like, I'm only taking on, like, friends and family. But in Wisconsin, it's pretty slow during the winters. So, like, it's probably pretty slow. You know, with how cold out it is and how, you know, with snow and stuff. Like, people don't really like looking at houses in the winter because they can't see the yard, they can't see the roof, they can't see the shingles, you know. Okay, I thought I had element dust in there. He must have eaten all through it already. So it's slow. Real estate usually picks up in spring. For any place that's cold, like all the northern states, typically real estate slows down in the winter, then speeds back up in January or probably March, like mid-March, starts to pick up again. Yeah. Yeah, Legion says if you're part of a mega tribe, it's not that big of a deal making progress. Yeah, I suppose. I've always been more of a solo kind of guy, though, in a way. Like, I've actually, I've tried playing ARK with friends before, and I hope they don't watch this recording or this stream, but, like, I guess I got kind of controlling, so it's partly my fault, but, like, I get stuff done, like, super fast, especially, like, early in the game. Like, I'm just like you know, I just go into robot machine mode. Like, this needs to be done, and then we need to go do that, and then never stopping, always progressing, you know, and, like, for me, like, what's fun about video games is like, strategy and tactics. So, like, I actually, like, the way that I play, my style is kind of serious. Like, I'm not, like, a goofy player, you know? Like, I'm very goal-oriented, like, task-oriented. Like, for example, like, when I was younger, like, when, like, for GoldenEye 64 or Perfect Dark or games like that, I would actually sit around and just practice headshots. When the first Halo came out, like, I just, practice like, I wouldn't shoot for anything else. Like, it was like business for me. It's like, either I'm going to get a headshot or I'm going to miss. And I'm just going to get really good at headshots. So sneaky and setting. Yeah. But that's fun for me. Like, everybody has a different style, you know? But the people who played with me didn't really enjoy how productive I was, I guess. Not like you'll be admin anyways, no offense. I could be admin. I've admin servers many times before. So I'm familiar with it. I don't know if I'd want to mess with it. Like, I could just set it up and then have someone else manage it. Okay, so we got a red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some of my other birds so my enforcer's not alone on this. Yeah, that's a good saying, Jason. You'll probably be rank 5. What do you mean I'll be rank 5, Legions? Official ranking system. I might just pull my Terras out of it. Well, my Terras are looking alright. Yeah, alright, all my birds are looking okay. I'm actually going to empty them out, though. So I'm actually going to use my S Plus transfer tool to do this. So I've got everything preset, so I can just snatch everything out of all my birds, like that. I guess I'll keep some of this stuff. Okay, and then we'll go into preset 2 where I have all the meat. Maxed out on meat, we'll drop all that because it's taking up too much inventory and weight. And then we'll do it again. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and then spread out through all the dinos. Alright, and then I'm gonna take all the stuff I want to keep from all the dinos and then spread out between all the argents, so they all take a responsibility in carrying weight. Cool. Alright, so Legion says, there are different ranks for tribes like we have in White Walkers that will not enable you to be inside. If you want a good base location, to go to the tallest building in the city, and there's a platform that is amazingly flat. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, you know, I have played PvP, but, like, I prefer hosting my own servers. That way we can have get mods set up, and we can get lines of code set up in the game user settings.ini file, so that we can really tweak the game to play the way that it should play. Alright, so we're gonna grab everybody except for you and you. This is probably a little overkill for a red orbital supply drop. Okay, well, here. I'll tell some of them to lay off here. Okay, that should be good. Let's go. Legion says he's gonna build a PC sometime soon so he can play. Oh, dude, that'd be fun, man. I think it might be a breath of fresh air to get a new server set up, and then, you know, democratically vote. I'll set up a poll or something, so everybody can go in there and choose what they want the server to be set up as. Alright, and Jason told me that if one of these meteors lands on you, it will kill you instantly, so I'd rather not risk it. I'm just going to wait for it to diminish. Yeah, Legions, I've got, well, I've got a total of 14 Argents. I didn't grab all of them. And they all have Ascendant saddles. And I brought them all to a Purple Supply Drop earlier, and one of my Terras died, so I was thinking that maybe my Argents might have started to get low on health too. Although my Argents are around 30k health. So I pulled out of the Purple Orbital Supply Drop. But a lot of my birds got some really good EXP, so the next time I do a Purple Orbital Supply Drop, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier, and I can get further. Yeah, Legions, you should totally do that, man. Do you think you'd play with controller, or do you think you'd get a keyboard and mouse? I can see what's nice about the controller, and you know, I haven't played a console game for a long time. But one thing I do miss about it is just getting to like sit on the couch in the living room and like just sit there, maybe with like a friend or two playing on the same TV, and like playing on PC is more demanding, I guess, because I mean you have to deal with the actual hardware of the system, like the Xbox One and the PS4. Like it's pretty much all inclusive where it's just set up for you to play. With a PC, you know, you have to update your drivers. You have to, sometimes you'll come across problems that you don't know what's wrong, so then you gotta troubleshoot it yourself. And it's a lot more work than being a console player, but I think it's worth it. Especially for nerdy types like me, I enjoy it. Like in the Navy, I was an avionics electronics technician, and so I had to learn hexadecimal, you know, like binary, like ones and zeros, and I had to deal with crypto and satellite comms, UHF, VHF, HF, and I guess it's really hard to describe what I did in the Navy, but to wrap it up, like I was overqualified nerd. A spoiled nerd. Like, if you get one of those jobs that are hard to get in the military, like, it's hard for people to mess with you. Like, if you test really good on your ASVAB, and then you get into school and you, like, score top of your class in that, like I did, then you get to pick your orders. I picked Hawaii, because why would I not want to go live in Hawaii for the next 5 years? And then, like, in the squadron that I worked at, like, nobody could come into the room that I worked because we had top secret stuff in there. Most of it was secret. We rarely had top secret stuff. But, like, if an officer wanted to come into our room, they'd have to knock, and then we would have to let them in. Or if a senior chief or a master chief, it didn't matter. Like, it was a need-to-know thing. But the Navy job is intense. You must be a really smart person. I'm just a welder and fabricator, General Dynamics electric boat. Oh, dude. There's no reason to be modest about that, dude. Like, that's hardcore, man. And, like, that's... I tell you what, man. Welders in the civilian sector, like, they make a ton of money. They make a ton of money. I mean, and then you get your scuba diver license, and then you go work on an oil rig as a welder, underwater welder. You'll be pulling in 100K a year at least. When are these frickin' meteors gonna stop? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, for sure. I do know what you're talking about. Fabricator, General Dynamics electric boat. I got a general idea of what you're talking about. You know, obviously I don't know the specifics. Like, I never touched foot in a boat. You know, I was in the Navy, but I belonged to a squadron, so... Oh my god, stop! Okay. Gotcha. How do you like it? Do you like, what you do in the Navy? Okay, here we go. Well, that took forever. You're in the Navy though, right, Legions? Let's go. Okay. Yeah, no, I was gonna say you wouldn't be making that type of money in the military. And you know, that's a huge problem with the military. That's a big problem that I had while I was in the military. Like, if you're really good at your job, you don't get paid extra. Like, you might advance quicker, but more than likely you'll just get abused. Because nobody else knows what the hell's going on, but you do. So then, like, you're the one who has to do it. You're the one who has to stay late, you know? And there's no reward other than knowing you did what had to be done. Zamloker. We Spanish, bro. Bro, Spanish. Sapnish. I want to join the military. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for you to join the military, Legions. Especially if you're hooked up in a good spot in the civilian sector. But I tell you what, man, like, I joined the Navy, I was young. And, it's a good start in life. It really is. Like, if you don't know what you want to do, like, if you have no idea what you want to do, and you think your only option is college, like, the military is a great option. Because it gives you time to figure out what you want to do. And then, as long as you get out with an honorable discharge, I mean, that will look good on your record for the rest of your life. And then you'll come out with a lot of worldly experience. And, gosh, I must have been... I think when I was 22, I was pre-approved for a $250,000 loan to buy a house. And I was, I think I was 22 or 23. So, I mean, you make good money, you know. That's awesome, Legions. It's good to be the best at something, or at least one of the better people at something. Like, I actually went through, like, once I got out of the military, I went through, I'm still kind of coming out of this phase of, what do I say? Well, because, like, in the military, like, I was treated really well, you know, like, I made it to E5, and, like, people respected me, you know, and then you come into the civilian sector, and nobody cares, like, you know, like, and it seems like everybody's really cutthroat in the civilian sector. Like, in the military, like, the people you work with become like family, and you end up missing them a lot. In fact, I think that's where a lot of depression comes with veterans, is just simply not having your military family around you anymore. Because you go through some really high highs, and then you go through some really low lows. But that constant of having that group of people with you, like, you could go anywhere in the world, and you feel right at home, you know? Okay, I think it's time I put the Enforcer away. I'm gonna end up dying. Flippin' criminy. Yeah, that's a bummer. Let's get back in there. Alright, I need a bird. I need a bird real bad. Who wants to come help me out? There we go. Yeah, so as far as the Enforcer goes, like, I'm not a huge fan. Like, it's okay. But by itself, like, it just doesn't have the... It's not tank enough. Like, it doesn't have enough health, and it doesn't have enough armor, in my opinion, to be super effective. Alright, stop. I want to get on Terra here. Okay, that will do. I might as well just stop. I'll just finish Swamp here, and then I'll have to go back and heal up my Enforcer before I can use them again. Earlier when I was doing the Purple Orbital Supply Drops, I was coming across level, I don't know, I think the highest level I saw was like 580 Wyvern, if I remember correctly. I know I've seen that high before. I've seen a flat out level 600 Wyvern at Purple Orbital Supply Drop. Of course, you're not going to see that in vanilla, but... Yeah, that was rough. I had to run away from that fight. I just couldn't do it. 14 almost perfectly bred Argents. All Ascendant Saddles. Couldn't do the Purple Orbital Supply Drop. I might have been able to. I lost that Pteranodon and I called it quits. I could have probably hung in there longer, but I would have lost... I would have lost all my Terras, probably, if I were to guess. Don't damage the drop. Oh, yeah, you know, Legions, I'm actually not terribly concerned about the drop. The main purpose of this was to just level up the Enforcer and get EXP for my birds. Let's see here. It should have plenty of health still. Yeah. If I knew my Enforcer was gonna take that much damage that quickly, I would have brought all my birds and just gotten this over with as effectively as possible, but you should start breeding Rexes, Gigas for drops. Oh yeah, I think maybe my next video, maybe on Tuesday, I'll either tame the Forest Titan or maybe the Desert Titan. Yeah, I was actually kind of bummed out because I did go to tame the Forest Titan, and then, well, I didn't look up a walkthrough because I wanted to experience it firsthand, and I was wondering why it was only showing 1 damage every time I hit like the corrupted nodes, and then I learned afterwards that was normal, but yeah, that was a mess, so I'll have to redo that. But I heard the Forest Titan really isn't that great of a tame, so I'm not sure if that's what I'll do. Get the Frost Titan? Okay. Yeah, that's what I've heard. You got any tips on that, Legions? Any hints as to ease of taming it? Get some stamina back. Alright. Alright, one more wave. Use the mech. Oh. Oh. I almost about fell off in the water. That would have been a disaster. Oh, the swarm is OP? Who is it? I think it was Nerd Parade. There's a YouTube channel called Nerd Parade, and I watch him occasionally. And he did the Desert Titan, and I skipped forward, and they were saying that like they weren't too impressed with the swarm, but maybe that was just them, or maybe they were doing something wrong. I don't know. But both you and Dave had said the Frost Titan is kind of the way to go, so I might do that. Wow. Can you put the Titans into cryopods? I was actually wondering that. Okay, what are we missing here? Ah. There he is. We'll just let my birds kill these guys real quick. Might as well get the EXP while we're here. Alright. Whatever, I'll just pick it up and then chuck what I don't need. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, or that. Or this, or that. Aw. and I just picked up more metal. Well, that's not a great place for it to drop into the water, because it kind of confuses it. Like, the guy doesn't know if I'm trying to drink or pick up the stuff. Alright. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Ascendant Manigammer saddle. Okay, well, I think that's good. Let's get out of here. And I'm gonna go heal up my Enforcer, and then I'll kind of do a summary about my opinion about the Enforcer, at least up to this point. Like Jason said, I think it's probably a better scout than a killing machine. Like, it is capable of outputting some decent damage. But it just doesn't have the health to withstand a brutal attack, I guess. Is that one of mine? It is. What are you doing over here? It's my cargo bird, too. Yeah, whenever I leave an area, I always just kind of do a quick fly around and check and make sure all my birds are in order. I wish I was Ninja says, guys, so I have the play as Dino mod and I don't know how to use it. Shoot. I wish I could give you some advice or help you out with that. I haven't messed around with that mod at all. Legions likes the Trudon for scouting. Why is that? Just so you can mess with people on PvP? Trank them out? Handcuff them? Lock them up? Yeah, Legions, I'm surprised that you'd even want to switch. Because it sounds like you kind of made your mark on the PS4 version of this game. And S Plus is coming out for you guys soon, too. Or at least that's the word on the street, so... I mean, that's a huge deal. I mean, that's one of the biggest legs up that PC has against consoles. Is that just the S Plus mod. Obviously, being able to go in and change the lines of code, like I do. And by code, I just mean the GameUser.ini settings. But, I mean, you don't, that's not a must. S Plus is a huge deal, though. Alright. They hunt players and tames. I see. I see. Okay, so I won't do it now, but like, since I went around and did so much stuff, I'm probably missing an Argent or two, I don't know. But I did number them, Stratus 5, Stratus 7, so there should be Stratus 1 through 14 in this area, so I'll just go around and, like, there's Stratus 1. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have all of them, or maybe they're just so spread out right now, but I don't feel like I have them all. I'll mess around with it later, but, so as far as the Enforcer goes, it's okay. I guess if I were to have to rate it, whoa, 7, oh, nice. If I were to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say, I mean, being able to scale a wall is pretty cool, and I agree with Jason, that makes it pretty sweet for scouting. But what I don't like about it is there's no saddle for it. There's no armor for it. So you end up taking a lot of damage. Oh! I accidentally jumped off of it by saving myself with the crossbow. That was a close one. What I meant to do was teleport with it. But I would say I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Maybe even a 5 out of 10. And you know why? It's because it costs so many materials to make. Like this Enforcer cost me, what was it? 33,000 element dust, which is the biggest deal. And then like a bunch of other materials. And it was a level 290 out of a possible level 300. So it's close to being a perfect Enforcer. And I guess at this point I could maybe solo a yellow Orbital Supply Drop with it. But I mean, still, it's just so weak. And hopefully at some point, like a modder will make something where you can put something into its saddle slot to give it more armor, or maybe into its costume slot to give it more armor. Something just to give it more health, make it a little bit more tank, and that would raise it way up. Maybe like maybe if it could take 20% more damage, that would, you know, put it up into the 8 range, 8 out of 10 rating. But let's see here. Legion says a lot of people are meshing and DDoSing servers like Sandstorm. Sandstorm are big time DOSers. I can't talk them. You and your meshing and DDoSing, man. Yeah, see, like, I wouldn't do that. Like for me, like, that's cheating. Like, plain and simple. And I don't want to sound like a purist because, like, I do use mods. And I do, you know, I did change the max wild dino level cap up to 300. And the max player level cap up to 500. But takes, like, right now I'm level, let's see here, I'm 168. But it's taken me a long time to get here, and I'm playing this solo, so it's just, you know, just me. But like I'm at the point where, let's see here, to reach the next level, what is that? 1, 2, 3. So that's 1.2 million EXP to reach the next level. So it does take a long time to start reaching levels at this stage. But I like it, you know. Like once you hit level 100 in ARK, it just kind of seems like there's not a whole lot of progression left. So anybody that's watching this, if you're playing on PC and you want to know how to raise player level up to 500 or raise the max wild dino level cap up to 300, I've got videos of that on my YouTube channel. Those are two of my more popular videos. And then my most popular video right now is how to get all the artifacts on Ragnarok. I'm on every night, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. Monday and Wednesday are ARK days. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are Borderlands 2 days. But I'm going to be taking 2 of those Borderlands 2 days, and I'm going to be getting Anthem as soon as that comes out, which I think is coming up here pretty quick. And I'm going to start with early access, live streaming Anthem. So that should be fun. We'll see. Anyway, hey, thank you guys so much for chilling out and watching. It's much appreciated. Tomorrow's Borderlands 2. If you're not into that, I'm going to be doing ARK on Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm either going to do... I don't know, do you guys have suggestions of what you'd want me to do? Yeah, Legions, I remember you saying that. That's crazy to make so much money off of ARK on PS4. I had no idea that was even a thing. But I think I might do the Desert Titan just to do it. I'll either kill it or I'll tame it. I don't know. I've got all the materials to make the tech gear so I can just fly around and shoot the nodes. I might try it. I haven't seen anybody do this yet, but I might just try taking a Pteranodon or Argentavis and going after the nodes with those just to test and see if you can actually tame the Desert Titan with something as simple as a Pteranodon. But we'll see. Don't take my word on that. That's not concrete yet. But all right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and appreciate your viewership. And hope to see you next time. Have a good night, guys.
Destruction of life.